Greetings, dear precious spirit soul that you are. It's beautiful out here, this magnificent day. There, out in that way you couldn't see him. There was this mother ducky and her baby, the mother duck and her babies. She is so cool, the mom, because these ducks, they know she's teaching them things. She's telling them where to go, how to be. She talks to them like, hey, line up, you guys, come on, let's do this. And it's so cool because they're in the wild and they're learning from their mom. Here's my topic right now. An inner knowing grows stronger with practice. Okay. Your inner knowing grows stronger with practice. You know, when I work with people in, I call it my empowerment and enrichment sessions and spiritual healing sessions. We do by the phone. That's really cool because I love that. And then being with you. People say, well, how do you do this? Well, how do you do it? How do you get there? How do you attain that? I go, okay, well, what it is a constant attainment. You might say it's praying without ceasing. Yet certain praying is to prey on another in the sense of lusting. I want what you've got. Whether it's I want your flesh and blood, I want your life, I want your attention, I want your money, I want I want something. And when you talk about the money, it isn't there. If we really take money back to where it really needs to be, it's gift giving. Because we're all abundant and all able and all divine and all manifestors. And what we're working with in our elements and such that we had given away for the very, what would you call, minuscule experience of 5 sense physical gratification, especially of the tongue and the genitals. And what happens is then when we take back our powers and we take back our abilities, it is a constant moment-to-moment opportunity as to who and what you are going to serve. Your God, your divine knowing, or the thought form entity. You see, the false God. The God that based on blood sacrifice. Okay. And what happens when we honor the God of the blood sacrifice, in that sense, and we become like that, in that image and likeness as such, because that is then the offering of eternal life or control or domain or dimension over a particular reality form. There's some groups believe you could create a universe and take care of it. What's great is, to me, too much work. I don't want to be creating any universe. Yeah, you can do anything you want. You want to do that? Go for it. Have fun. I mean, what do I know about that? But I know there's so much joy in just being called self-satisfied. That is your spiritual pleasure treasure house. And you've always had it with you, and it's who you are. But we have been taught and told and dumbed down and depowered over and over and over and over and over again. So we keep giving our power out. It's going to be out there. It's somewhere out there. And yet what happens is, when it comes to owning your own and being who you are, the practice and the belief systems and the programs and the habits of giving our powers away to someone or something outside of us, and even into the beliefs of birth and death and all values and what we're supposed to do and who we are and what's coming, how many go to die to do all of this. And there's so many stories, so many narratives going on. There's so many books that this philosophy, I mean, I've studied so many. I've gone through libraries and libraries of it. And when I would get through libraries of a certain level of knowledge, I go, well, is there anything else? And boom, there it would be. And because when you're ready, you see, and you actually really, you're open and you want that will come to you, because your partner is your beloved that you're with, your own God, your own divine being. And it doesn't mean that you because what we are really all equal. And I love this Sanskrit saying that is called achintya beta beta tattva. Achintya beta beta tattva. That means we're what is that? We're inconceivably, simultaneously. See, inconceivably means you can't think about it. There's no thought form. There's no thought, word, or sound like that is this, because it isn't that domain at all. Inconceivably, simultaneously, right? Consecutive, right now, no, same thing, like 1 and 2, 1 and 2, ba 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 ba. There's no distinction there, yet there is. You see, so the inconceivably, simultaneously, the same and different. You see, I said the you see again. Okay, the same and different. And when we get one side that we're all the same, we're unified, so we act like ants operating one mind, and like we're all, we're working in a factory putting out automation just so we could have a bowl of rice. This is then the automation, mechanical version of a humanoid programming a technology that then the humanoid believes that it has become and is and operates as, therefore closing off the recognition and realization and opening to the divine treasure house, pleasure house of self-satisfaction, you see, self-fulfillment. And in that sense of self-fulfillment, how does it come? How do we train ourselves? It's a moment-to-moment, step. When I first started speaking publicly and I heard my recordings, because I'm a lyric soprano, well, you don't want to hear somebody talking like this all the time, yeah, because it can get screechy. But anyway, I listened to the tape. Terrible. I was like, I can't hear this. I needed then to train my voice, and also I wanted to train my voice. I wanted to experience the fullness of my voice. Even that saying, yes, I'm willing for this, then what comes? The right teacher comes, or the right book comes, or the perfect right thing happens or appears. And you'll find so often when before you even ask, or you start to notice what you have need of, you notice it as soon as you said, it's there. It was already there. So it's like when we're so put into, see, any inner conviction, if it is repeated and believed and reinforced and activated, becomes like a law set in cement or a stone or metal of some kind that is like, this is it, and then the person's on a lockdown in that sense, because they have an inner, and the word conviction, that's like you're being convicted for a crime. So you have an inner conviction. You have convicted yourself of something. So you want to notice, what are you convicted to in that realm? And those thoughts and ideas and beliefs, to say that you're actually being intelligent, because obviously this is what they know and what I learned in school and what they told me, and I have my degree and then my identity is based on this. You're evil, you can't tell me this. You see, you get to look at what's your motivation. Is it really the truth, or perpetrating and repeating some kind of a belief system that keeps a person on a lockdown? So how do you attain all of this? Every single moment. You use tools, you use books, you use listening. Watch these videos and use these videos. They're there to serve you in counseling and mentoring and workshops and retreats and such, and I'm there to serve you in that. So then you could email, and you go to the website and then email, and I will send you the latest. Sometimes I don't update the website like it needs to be because I'm too busy, doing my thing and researching and all that. But anyway, so just email me and then I can get that back to you. Anyway, Breathe in. What you do with inner commitment, persistence, and repetition of that, you build the habit of being who you are. And when you do that, you empower yourself. And this must be a deliberate, conscious, persistent and continual intention, consciousness, awareness, and being. Because that's who you are now.